Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear audience, Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to today's New Bangladesh. Here, as usual, we shall discuss new economy, new science, new education, new policy, new citizens, overall, New Bangladesh. Our today's topic is the role of research in national development and how to become a researcher. Today, in our guest, present Dr. Najmul Hasan, who is a professor in Brack University. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Thank you, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Well, sir, as regards your introductory, please introduce yourself first.
Okay. So this is Dr. Najmul Hasan. I have been working as an assistant professor in at Brack Business School, Brack University. Before that, I have been completed my PhD from Management Science and Engineering, majoring in Information System Domaining from Huazhong University of Science and Technology in China. Before that, I was graduated from Dhaka University in MIS department, and back to 2010, actually, I also graduated, the first master's degree from statistics, and before that, it was in 2009. My bachelor was in also statistics department. That's it. And also right now I have been working as a information system professor or researcher, and my research interest is basically predictive analytics, information system, design science research, right? And right now I have been working with some professors from Australia, USA, China, mainly focused on China, right? And some other country like Saudi and Iran also, right? It's all about me.
Thank you very much, sir. As regards the importance of research in national development, what's your opinion?
Actually, everywhere, today we are living in a data-driven world, right? So without data, we can't take any decision, right? So before, in the last decade, you noticed that we have some scarcity of data, but right now we have the opportunity to take or gather lots of data automatically, not manually, right? Because we have social media, we have some automated system, digital system in everywhere, from bank to everywhere actually. So we have the vast opportunity to use this data to make it a meaningful information. And how we can convert these types of data in information is all about the research, right? So from individual life to government or national level, everywhere we can implement research and we can take the decision, data-driven decision, right? So say for example, research in governance, say for example.
Yeah.
So governance, maybe you will notice in previous years, say for example, during COVID time, during the, chikungunya or
Yes.
dengue, right? So if we have the proper data, daily data, so a hospital or an hospital or government can use this data to predict in few years, few months later, when and how much patient will come. It's a forecasting research, right? So government can use these types of data for governance purpose, right?
Yes, yes.
So without data, without proper research, without proper forecasting, we cannot do it. And if we do it, maybe we will have chance to make a mistake. So we can, government or national level, right? So we can implement the governance, data governance for the research. So this is only one example. On the other hand, if you see during Eid-ul Azha, Eid-ul Fitr, right? There are every people actually wants to go to their village home.
Yes, yes.
And there is a traffic system where collapse actually in highway, in some Middle East city, right? But if I have some data, for example, I have 10 years of data, highways, how can I say, traffic problem, right? Or how many cars actually pass in this highway in the previous year. So using this data, we can forecast in this year or upcoming year, how many car will pass using this highway. So we can use this data and we can do research, and we can take further decision, data-driven decision. So without research, actually, we cannot do this, right?
Yes.
So from individual level to national level, I think these are some very few example. I mean, in healthcare and traffic management system, and there are vast of example actually, right?
Okay.
So in this way, we can implement our research to national level. I think so.
Thank you, sir. Since you studied in China,
Yeah.
you know that China is now a very big power.
Yeah.
Do you think that research played important role in this to become a big power?
Yeah, I think so. It's because of when I was in China, actually, there is some difference between the curriculum.
Yeah.
I'm not just undermining our curriculum, right? So it's our culture, our curriculum, right? I'm not undermining, but there is some difference actually. Here in Bangladesh, we really focus on book chapter or like this, right? I mean, book-based learning system.
Yeah.
At the same time, when you go to the China, you will face or you will see everywhere actually hands-on practice, right? When we are reading or trying to memorize what is research, how to do research, importance of research, but no, if you go to the China, actually you need to do research hands-on and from first year. And I noticed that in my supervisor's lab, there are lots of bachelor students. They really rarely care about their coursework because supervisor wants how these students are getting ability to doing research in the near future after getting the graduation ceremony or like this, right? So there is a difference. When we are in here, book-based curriculum, memorizing, something like that, right? On the other hand, if you go to China, completely different, hands-on practice. So we are struggling to publish a paper during our bachelor life, during our master's life. But if you go to China and some other country, you will see before graduation, many students will have the top-ranked journal publication. Even in some cases, we don't care about what is publication, right? We don't care. So this is the difference between the curriculum. We are just reading, memorizing, but they are doing practically.
Yes. As far as I remember, I also teach research methodology in various universities, including your university, Brack University. As far as I remember, there is a Chinese proverb like this: when I read, I know. When I see, I memorize, but when I do, I understand. Something like that. Probably they're implementing this in their country. Country. Well, you know, our honorable chief advisor, Dr. Mohammad Yunus, sir, you know, he is also a researcher. Recently, he mentioned that in our blue economy, or in our maritime sector, there are not enough researchers because we have a huge area in our sea, maybe bigger than Bangladesh.
Yeah.
And we have 24 sectors of blue economy. But it is we are not utilizing. It is probably almost untouched. But if we utilize, okay, we can develop our economy. But there must be vast research in these sectors also.
Yeah.
So he was telling that we shall look for the researches what we have done. If not, then we need to take help from the foreign researchers or like this. So what is your opinion about this?
Honestly speaking, here in Bangladesh, we have resources.
Yes.
Resources, it doesn't mean the infrastructure or some others. Resources, it means human resource.
Human resource.
Think about each and every year, the Bangladeshi students, right, just go to the foreign country, USA, Australia, Canada, China, Middle East. Right now, Saudi Arabia right now, very emerging country, and they are investing lots of money to their research purpose, especially in healthcare. Because their vision in 2023, it's already going on, and their statistics, I mean, the graph is uprising, right? So each and every year, our students will go to foreign sector or foreign country, and they are doing their very good footprint in that country. So our student, they are doing good in the foreign country. Why not they are doing better in our country? So there are some lackings. So what is the lackings? Lackings is, I strongly believe that the culture, research environment, right? So if we think as per your question, so I think we have a very vast resource, human resource, but we maybe we can overlook, or we unable to utilize our human resource. Think about BUET, think about Dhaka University, some other public university, including BRAC, North South, blah blah blah, right? So these students will go to the abroad and think they're doing good, right? So same person, same brain, right? So if he do better in foreign country, why not in our country? It's because of we have the lackings of funding, we have the lackings of culture, infrastructure, and somehow maybe lack of awareness probably, right?
Probably.
But I strongly believe we have the power, we have the capability, but we are not utilizing, maybe we are not utilizing, right? So if we use these types of resources, like human resources, from engineering sector, from how can I say, business sector,
Yes.
right? So I strongly believe we don't need the foreign expert. I strongly believe, because we have the expert.
Yes. Well, sir, as regards funding, what I know that our late President Shahid Ziaur Rahman, who allocated 100 crore taka in research in the nuclear sector.
I see.
Okay. Later, other governments did not pay much attention to this funding research. So, what do you think, sir? Today, should we invest more and more in research?
Yes. Actually, if we look at the other country, a good portion of GDP, they spend on their research purpose. But think about in our country, the portion is very low, right? So we would like to improve ourselves by doing research, right? But invisibly, we cannot see much funding in this area, in the various area, including engineering, including business, including arts, right? Everywhere. So I think we need to enhance our research funding, and maybe the second part actually, we need to be careful where I'm giving the fund, right? To whom? So we can choose some institute, good institute. On the other hand, some good researcher, right? So I think we should enhance our funding capability, right? And maybe I wish, or I expect this government or upcoming government will focus on funding, how to do or how to spend more on research, right? Otherwise, maybe it's quite difficult to enhance ourselves, our economy, our healthcare, our engineering field, and everywhere, even including agriculture, including agriculture, right? So without funding, it's quite difficult. But also, we need to be careful to whom or to which institute we are giving the fund. So we should be very selective, right? We should pick up the very right person, because right now I'm not sure, but the fund is going to many researchers. Maybe all the research, maybe once again, maybe all the research are not fruitful, right? It's not contributing to the society, because right now there are some SDG goal, 17 goal, right? So we need to focus on some SDG goals. So in very top of the poverty, right? The zero poverty, unemployment is a very top of. Right now the climate is also innovation, quality education. So we should focus, and we should spend more money, especially on education, because without education, probably we cannot do better in near future, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, today there was a science fair in my son's school. I saw that the students are using apron, showing their projects to the guests and to the judges. So when we utter the word research, in our mind, automatically we see that someone is using apron and there are test tubes in his hands. It's a laboratory. But is it all with research?
Honestly speaking, thank you so much. It's a very good question. And sometimes we face these types of problem actually. So once upon a time, there was a perception actually.
Yes.
The research means we have some apron, we have
Test
a
tubes
lab,
in our hand,
tube, lab,
and
and it's all about physics, chemistry, microbiology, or pharmacist students,
like
right?
this, yes.
Like this. So research means it's a lab-based something, but it's not all about the lab-based something. Say, for example, I'm a business graduate, right? My PhD is from information system or management science and engineering department. Actually, information system is a part. But in my certificate, it's the management science and engineering, right? Okay. So professor gave me a lab. I mean the part of lab, right? Okay. So it was all about a computer, a chair, and a table, right? And in our lab there are some other instruments like we had some coffee maker or something like that, right? But it doesn't mean you will have a test tube, you will have apron, then you are a researcher. So research, it can be in any side. Say, for example, economics, right? Healthcare, engineering, agriculture, business, right? Marketing. Right now you will see there are lots of market research firms in Bangladesh, right? So if I'm not wrong, maybe Nansen, maybe they are not operating right now. Maybe Nansen already gone from Bangladesh, but right now Kantar, Luminaries, and some others, right? And here in Mirpur 10, maybe Mitra, social research firms, and DataPath, right? So they are doing their research. So it's market research, it's social research. On the other hand, some donor agency, Save the Children's, Plan Bangladesh, Swiss Contract, they are always doing research. Even British Council, right? They are always doing research. So research on education, research on society or social research, market research. Say, for example, how can I say, an investor or a multinational company would like to launch a product, right? Say, for example, how can I say, say, for example, Company X, I would not like to expose the name, right? Company X will launch a product, noodles Y, right? Noodles Y. Okay. So there are lots of noodles in market, right? Right now, lots of noodles. So why these noodles will be sold to the consumer? Why? How? And what is the factor? Why these noodles will be bought by the customers,
yes.
right? So first, before launching the product, I mean before launching the noodles Y, I need to identify this is the main factor, right? So that research, it doesn't mean we have test tube, we have apron. So research we can do everywhere. On the other hand, say, for example, if you think about education, in 4 years back or 5 years back, we don't have any idea about the online learning system. Right? So after a outbreak, I mean COVID outbreak, so everywhere online learning system, online learning platform, right? So somehow after a certain period, initially it was very fruitful, but after a certain period, actually it falls down. And majority, some of our colleagues, students, they don't like about the online system. So this is the opportunity. Why? This is the opportunity of giving the answer. Why? Right? Why the online education system, online learning system is not fruitful in Bangladesh? What is our lackings? As an educator, as a student, as a parents, as a government, right? What is our lacking? So answer this why. It's also could be a research, right? So it doesn't mean always we have test tube, we have apron, and I'm a researcher, not like that. So there are lots of options right now, right?
The whole world is a lab.
Yeah,
the whole world is a lab.
Right. Okay.
Well, sir, now as regards, that how can research help personally for the improvement of his own life?
Okay, very important question actually, right? Okay, actually behind the scene, maybe we need education. In context of your question, behind the scene we need education. Is because of from the individual level, if I would like to implement the research to enhance myself, right? So I need education actually, right? On the other hand, in broader context, actually at the very first of this session, I told you that we are living in a data-driven world, right? So number one, we need education. Number two, we need to understand how the concurrent data we can use. But recently, I'm just observing some personal observation. There is a lackings actually, the data literacy, or in some cases the information literacy. We have information, we have data, but I cannot use. Basically, say for example, think about when you enroll yourself in a graduate level, honors, masters, right, in honors. So maybe university, with the help of university or with the help of some teacher, maybe you will know this is data, I can implement these types of data in my personal improvement using some research. But why not we are implementing these types of issue in our very, very young people, say for example, from class 8 to 12,
Yes.
right? So in the curriculum system, actually I strongly believe in the very early stage,
Okay.
in the very early stage, I think the quality education, the perception of education regarding research, data literacy, and in some cases information literacy, it should be included in the previous curriculum at the very early stage, class 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But we are understanding research at the very later stage. So we cannot implement the research in our personal life, and maybe we can't develop very earlier stage. On the other hand, if you think about or look at the foreign country like Europe or Australia or Canada or USA, right, you will see after 17, they are independent. And in their curriculum, the part of statistics, how you can use the statistics in your personal life, the curriculum was included, but in our country, no, right? So it's very important. Education, data literacy, information literacy, behind the scene statistics, how to use this data, and how I can implement this data regarding research, and I can develop myself, right?
I have written an article about the lackings of knowledge in statistics.
Right.
Yes, we have this lackings. That's why you are not developing in that rate. But each and everyone should understand the importance of statistics and should know the basic of statistics. Each and everyone. So it should be included in the curriculum.
I strongly agree with you. I strongly agree with you. It's because of right now you will see I have once again I'm just repeating the world is data-driven world, right? Right now I'm teaching the predictive analytics in business or like this, or data analysis, data science. But everywhere I can notice they don't have the data literacy, and then they don't know statistics. When, say for example, I would like to investigate or calculate the average sale, say for example, right? So what is average? Average, it means summation of all items, right, and divided by the total number of items. So this is the statistic. It doesn't mean you need to learn SPSS, you need to learn Excel, MATLAB, Python, C, C++, Java. Doesn't mean. You need to know behind the scene what is the statistic, how to calculate the average, right? So it's very simple. But many students, many researchers, even our some parents, just their perception, research means SPSS, research means Excel, research means Python, R, MATLAB, right? But behind the scene statistics. So it's also important to include the statistical basic knowledge, and after that gradually we will increase the advanced knowledge in our curriculum. But I think from very beginning stage, I'm also repeating from 7, 8 or 6, 7, 8, 9, basic statistics should be included in our curriculum. Otherwise, it's difficult. In the later stage, we will have vast amount of researcher, right?
Well, sir, since the importance of research is not included in the school curriculum, so as a nation, we are weak in research culture. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, I strongly agree with you.
Well,
strongly.
Well, sir, our Honorable Chief Advisor, he promised us zero poverty. Okay. So, what is the role of research in poverty alleviation?
Okay, actually, this concept was, I was just listening from my childhood, right? Zero poverty, or somehow, even in SDG, zero poverty, right? In SDG goal. But we have budget, and we are spending each and every year lots of amount of money to alleviate poverty, right? But still now we are facing the poverty. But the question is why, right?
Yes.
So we need to find the answer of why. Why, after giving a sufficient amount of money for poverty alleviation, but poverty is not alleviating, right? Why? So research can help here. Research can identify the barriers. Research can identify the influential factor. What was wrong in the previous or existing program. Maybe I mean government take lots of initiative to take the to mitigate the poverty, right, or poverty allegation, but it was not successful at all, right? So research will help why it was not successful and how we can enhance this program. What is the influential factor we need to identify? So without research we cannot do it, right? So maybe we need to talk to some stakeholder. Stakeholder can be, how can I say, stakeholder can be the beneficiary. Stakeholder can be some NGOs, why they were failed, right? And maybe, if I'm not wrong, this section or sector was dealt by the, I mean, Samaj Seva,
Yes.
right? So we can take interview from that department. What's wrong? Why, after giving sufficient budget, we are failing in this area, right? So in this way, actually, research can help us how to mitigate or how to how to poverty alleviate in the near future, right?
Well,
Okay.
Well, is it because of exploitation that if we want to ensure zero poverty, we need to ensure zero exploitation? You know, our farmers are not getting the fair price.
Yeah, exactly.
Our garments workers are not getting the fair price. Do you think that it is because of the
Yes,
high
exactly.
exploitation?
Exactly. It's because of maybe, I'm not sure. But by the way, how can I say, in agriculture sector, if you go to the village, if you would like to buy some binjar or something like that, it is per kilo 30, 35, 40 taka. But if you go to the Dhaka's bazaar or in some super shop, it's per kilo 80, 90, 100, right?
Yes.
So what's wrong actually? From village to Dhaka,
Yes.
right? So how many is the transportation cost?
Yes.
How much you need benefit or profit, right? So it's a very big difference. So if you go to the village, 30 or 35 or 40, here 80, 90, 100, in some cases 120 taka per kg, right? It's a very big difference actually. So we need to mitigate. Maybe there are some intermediary beneficiary are here, right?
We're getting more.
Yeah.
Or something wrong with the supply chain.
Probably, yeah. Something wrong in supply chain, and maybe we are failed to, I mean, maintain the proper supply chain from production to consumer's house or consumer's kitchen.
Well, sir, how can a person become a researcher?
Oh, it's a very important question for our young generation also,
Yes.
for our young generation, right? Even in my class, sometimes I ask to my students, right? If you'd like to make yourself a researcher, what capability should you have? I rarely, not rarely, randomly throw this question to my students. So there are lots of diverse examples or answers actually, right? So some answers, so I need to be a master of SPSS. Maybe I need to learn Excel. Some says that from CSA department, maybe I need to be master in Python, MATLAB, R, blah, blah, blah. So quite ridiculous, right? So the answer is, from my perception, if you'd like to make yourself a researcher, once again, researcher, so you need to be a critical thinker actually. How much critical thinker you are, you will have more success to become a researcher. But Knowing SPSS, knowing any other tools, knowing Excel, knowing Python, it's a part actually. So if I would like to make a research hub, maybe I need to make a report. I have to complete a project. So after completing the project, I need to make a report. So report can be classified into two ways. One is technical report, which may be the 300 page, 400 page, 200 page, right? But one is the many researchers actually would like to publish their paper for their documentation, for their reputation, right? So in that case, we need publish our paper in the very good journal paper. So when I publish in a journal paper, actually we need to focus on how I can sell my paper to the editor, how I can sell my paper to the publisher. So publisher actually focus on what types of problem you solve and how important the problem is. How important the problem is. If we are just doing a research without focusing on important problem, so it's not a research actually. So two things or three things or more things. First, we need to become a more critical thinker, number one. Then we have to think about which important problem, social problem, market problem, national problem, or global problem, which important problem I'm just going to solve it, right? So in this way, we can become a researcher. And when you think this way, definitely you need the critical thinking. It's not all about learning R, SPSS, Python. It's not all about that. So need to be a critical thinker. So our young generation somehow probably our young generation have some lackings in this area, right? So they are not a critical thinker in many cases, right? Okay.
Well, sir, I am a PhD, you are also a PhD. Do you think that PhD is the only path to become a researcher?
Not at all, actually. Not at all. PhD is a journey. PhD, I told you about, I gave you an example of China, right? So PhD, it means, I think, you have the capability, you will focus on your personal interest, global interest, societal problem, and after within a certain time, 3 years, 4 years, you will solve a problem, right? So you will get a degree. But always it's not need PhD degree to become a researcher. Think about, I also told you the market research firm. I also mentioned some market research firm here, right, in Bangladesh. They are doing very good. Okay, so majority, not majority, maybe all of them, maybe, once again, maybe all of them, majority of that in there, the researcher, even in some social research firm, they don't have the PhD degree, but they are doing research. So to make yourself a researcher, it's always not need to be a PhD degree holder, right? Okay.
Well, as regards Elon Musk, recently he told that now the world is digitalized, okay, you are doing a lot with data analysis, but along with data analysis, you need to study physics and mathematics more and more. So what is your opinion about this?
Actually, physics and math, it's a specific area, right? So I don't have the vast knowledge on physics and math, but as we are talking about the research or something like that, honestly speaking, we need to know statistics and mathematics, right? So behind the scene, Elon Musk is saying something like this, right?
Yes.
But if you'd like to make a data scientist, data analyst, predictive analytics, or data engineering, behind the scene, we need statistics, mathematics, and in some cases, computer science. I mean the coding, right? In coding. So he was true. Maybe he was talking about some specific context. That is why he mentioned physics and mathematics. But as a researcher, I think so. Or as a researcher
mathematics, obviously.
Definitely mathematics, especially linear algebra.
It is science related than physics,
right.
Obviously.
So definitely linear algebra, calculus, right? Yes. On the other hand, basic statistics, advanced statistics, probability theory, you need to know. Otherwise, we cannot be a data scientist.
Our time is running, sir.
Yeah.
Well, sir. Well, do you have any request, any proposal, any suggestion to our new government, to our new Bangladesh?
Okay, actually, it's a very critical question because I think I'm a very junior researcher, right? There are lots of senior researchers in this country. So from my perspective, actually, we need fund, number one. We need research culture. We need infrastructure, right? I would like to give you statistics, and maybe we will finish after this statistics. Recently, you will see there are lots of universities, including public and private, they are in ranking, I mean the DA ranking, Times Higher Education, and also QS ranking, right? They are already included, like Dhaka University, Brack University, North South University, Daffodil University, Buet, and others, Rajshahi, Maulana Bhashani, right? Okay, and Shah Jalal, okay, lots of. But when will you see the statistics, there are some criteria in there, according to the ranking, I mean the Times Higher Education ranking. So you will notice there, the research environment, the range is from 9 to 12 in Bangladesh, if I'm not wrong. Research environment.
Okay.
But the quality research or research quality, more than 70%. So we are doing research, maybe from our personal interest, maybe it's a passion, some researcher, and that is why it's producing very good quality of research. But it's not my statistics actually, right? It's not my observation. I'm just quoting the statistics from the ranking. You will see the research environment is ranging from 9 to 12, and the quality of research 70% up, right? So I strongly believe we have the capability to do the quality research, but we don't have the environment. So government should focus on research environment, research infrastructure, research funding, I mean enhance the research funding, right? And some good quality researcher, government should give some benefit to them. It could be a monetary intensive, it could be a lab facility intensive, right? It could be a non-monetary, I mean just rewarding intensive, right? So they should recognize, otherwise the culture will be fall here, right? So I have already showed you the statistics. Environment from 9 to 12, but quality is so high. So we have capability, but we need some
research environment and
funding, right? Funding.
Okay. Well, sir, thank you very much, sir. Dear audience, this was all about our today's discussion. I hope that you enjoyed the discussion. So, hope to see you again in our next episode. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.